All right, let's see. What do we got here? We got this. There we go. All right, let's try this again. Come on, baby. Let's get hooked up here, here, on, testing. Should get us one comment. View, there we go, testing. Got it, that's working. Don't know what happened. Boy, things just dropped out and went south. Dropped out and went south. Not something that you want to see. Well, let's see. Facebook, Streaming Idiots. He was live. And live now here. Yeah. Yeah. So let's see what we can do. We'll go back where we were. So whenever you have a crash, like, I mean, I don't know that anything crashed. I think my internet crashed. Although vMix was unresponsive and a camera was unresponsive. So I pulled the plug on the camera and reset vMix and everything came back. So this is an NDI issue, I guess. i7 7800X is the oldest recommended CPU he found on the Intel list. Okay. All right, we were looking for Dave's flyby 11 when we noticed that the internet was not working. And let's see if we can get it. All right, we've got a flyby 11 2.5, which has a zip file, which we will take. And let's unzip it. And extract it. And where is, there's the capybara. That's not what I want. It's not picking up the desktop capture. Let's renew that. Nope, still not. That's what you see. That's not what I see. Well, looks like this is going to be a fight in a whole different way than I anticipated a fight. Let's close that input, try again. Desktop capture. Display 1. Nope, it's not showing it. Crazy. Is it just me? Is it just me? Well, we'll take display 3 and see what we got there. Oh, display 3. All right, well, maybe our displays rename themselves. Display 2. Yeah, there it is. Okay, there we go. So when we rebooted, somehow the displays renumbered themselves. All right, so we've got Dave's flyby 11 here. Let's go in there and see a flyby 11 XE. So let's run it, see what happens. More info, run anyway. Yep, there we go. All right. Now, Windows compatibility check via CPU native. Well, I don't want to do this one. So there's something we needed to do. Start upgrade now. Should we do that? Well, let's try it. What the heck? Can't be any worse. So they're mounting the ISO. Almost there. Windows 11 can now proceed. Please follow the instructions in the setup window. Well, this would be to do it on this system. So obviously we can't do that here. So I don't want to do that. We do want to quit because we already have Windows 11 here. So let's see if we can't get all this stuff onto the thumb drive. And let's see. Seeing sporadic buffering. Yeah, it's just, it must be one of those days where all of a sudden, out of the blue, life doesn't do what you want it to do. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to put that on a thumb drive. Isn't that what you suggest, Dave? Along with the, where is our, right there. All right, so let's go make that a little bit bigger. We'll go over here. What have we got there? We've just got the ISO. So let's go back to downloads, Fly 11, and well, let's take that whole folder over. What do you say? That whole folder we're just going to drag down here. So there we go. So if we can boot the other machine, then we can do this one. So this would be an upgrade, not, yeah, let's just try it. Let's just try it. And there's the Flyby EXE. All right, so we've got it on the drive. And let's grab the drive. And it looks like our PC back here did boot into Windows. And you can't see the screen. We need to put in a keyboard. Oh, we've got a keyboard plugged in. We've got a drive plugged in. But the keyboard doesn't appear to be working. Let's plug it in again. Sometimes that will, a USB wireless dongle doesn't always register the first time or the second time. All right, let's get a wired keyboard. Always make sure you've got a wired keyboard in the closet somewhere for cantankerous things like this. And you just never know what each day will bring. Like, you know, 2 weeks ago we were fighting with a workstation motherboard and other devices that didn't want to play nice, and we beat them into submission. And now we've got a system that's an antique, and it doesn't want to play right. So let's see if we can't make it play right. It may be that we have to reboot the system with this mouse and keyboard attached in order to get it to work. All right. Any joy there? No, none at all. None at all. So it's possible. Let's see. Let's hit a key here. Yeah, the keyboard's not going to work. All right. Let's shut it down and start it over. Since we did get into Windows that time, though, let's go ahead and put it back on the big screen and see if we can't get that to work for us. So there we go there. We turn it on. Yeah. Okay. So we've got wired mouse and keyboard. We've got the dongle out. We'll keep the USB drive out for just a second. Well, it shouldn't make a difference. I say it shouldn't, but you never know. And we're throwing the video to this monitor this time. Yeah, there we go. And see if that makes any difference. This is pretty much SOP. And previously we were sort of getting jammed up here. And then when I went back to just taking video there, it shouldn't make a difference. But we would go into the BIOS. Okay, there we go. F1 for setup, wrong keyboard. F1, there we go. Into a BIOS. Now we're making a little bit of progress. Let's see if we can get this guy to boot into Windows, as it were. It didn't like booting into Windows 7. It was very unhappy. It's like, let me go back to sleep, please. It's like that teenager on Saturday morning at 8 o'clock when it's time for them to mow the grass. Let me go back to sleep, please. But we'll see if we can get this guy to do something. We'll give it a chance here to boot to Windows 7, and we got the nice dancing colors that form the Microsoft Windows flag. Yeah, maybe we do, maybe we don't. We'll see. We'll give that a minute. We'll give that a minute, and then while we're doing that, why don't we take a look at the documentation for Flyby. All right. He's released Flyby 11 with a new compatibility checker that specifically targets critical Windows 11 CPU features like POP CNT and SSE 4.2. No need to download any files. Yeah, this is what we saw just a second ago. All right. Very good. So if this works, we'll do a donation for sure. Flyby 11. All right, let's see. Oh, going into Windows. Not at any great speed, I might add. I think there's a 2.5-inch drive of some kind, maybe an SSD, maybe a hard drive, or maybe one of each. We're not sure which one we're booting from. Hopefully we're booting from the SSD, if that's the case. And we're getting there. We're starting Windows against its will, as it were. All right. You couldn't see any of that, but now you can see it. All right, let's see where we are here. Gotcha. Dave says, always use a wired keyboard and mouse when setting up a system. Oh, and Flyby is to upgrade from Windows 10. Okay, so that's not going to work. That's not going to work. So let's we'll give that another minute, and let's go back to Rufus and see if we can figure out what we did wrong there. Yeah, we can experiment and see if it'll go up, if we can get that to boot. It doesn't look like, we'll give it another minute. Doesn't look like it really wants to. So let's go to Rufus instructions. Rufus, how to. So let me share that with you. Create a, this is the AI overview. Let's see. Download and run. We'll auto detect. Oh, look at this. We got a boot. Choose an ISO. Click the select button to browse and select. It's not, the select button wasn't doing anything. All right, so that we may have a Rufus problem. Let's go back. Oh, you didn't get to see this, did you? All right, so we're booting into Windows. Oh, it's at the welcome screen. Oh, there we go. Something's happening. Something's happening. It looks like we have some text in the bottom right-hand corner. It says Windows 7 build 7601. This copy of Windows is not genuine. Okay, so it's some sort of pirated copy. And we're still clicking and buzzing and whirring here. Click, buzz, whir. There we go. All right, Windows, activate Windows now. And, oops, wrong mouse. Let's get that one out of the way so we're not tempted. Ask me later. And then it's giving me a hard time about using pirated software. And now, we got that drive in there. Let's try that drive again and just see what happens. Even though it says from Windows 10. We might get lucky. So the drive is in, and nothing happened down here. Oh, no, it is saying that it's sourcing a drive. So let's go to the folder, and we'll go to, yeah, what's it doing down here? USB device ready to use. Okay, great. And we've got a local disk that's about 4.5 gigs and a data disk that's about 100 gigs. And let's try this again because we can't seem to see our drive. Nope. Not there. Desktop, computer. Those are our files. I mean, our two built-in drives, but it's not allowing us to go to the USB drives. Installing device driver site. Well, maybe the drive is too new, and it doesn't know how to use it. Your device is ready to go. Device driver software automatically. Okay. Well, I'm not sure that I believe you. We'll try again. No, doesn't see the drive. Okay, looking down here in the corner. It doesn't show much of anything. All right. Let's see. Control panel. What about device manager? Is there a device manager way back then? Properties and Windows Explorer. Okay. Taskbar, start menu, toolbars. That's not helpful. Control panel. Maybe we've got something there. Programs, system and securities. network hardware. Let's go to hardware and sound for a second. Add a device, add a printer, mouse, device manager. There we go. Device manager. Okay, universal Patriot memory. So it does see it there. Okay. So let's give it another try here. That's kind of an odd issue, not be able to have a drive that works. Well, guys, the activation period has expired. Click this message to start activation. I don't think so. Don't want to activate Windows 7. Well, let's just simply say that we have we've encountered an issue that we can't seem to get around. Let's see if anybody here has got some ideas. Have you guys got some ideas? No ideas. Okay, that's all right. No ideas. We'll go back over here and check one more time. Yeah, I just don't think it's gonna. It's for whatever reason it doesn't have the right driver to see that drive, although it acknowledges its existence. It doesn't see it. So let's take it out. We're going to shut this system down. And let's go back and see if we can get Rufus to do a clean install of Windows 11. All right, so we've got download and run Rufus. Right, we've done that. Maybe we need to run Rufus from the drive. Let's try that. So where is downloads? And we've got this guy. Oh. And it wants to do the, yes, I want to quit. I think it's got the, oh, drive G. What is drive G? Interesting. All right, let's take that off of there. We got that off. Yep. And we'll go back here. We're not sure what this is. Drive G. Huh. Can we do something else with it? Yeah, we'll eject it. Okay, got it out of the way. So let's go to downloads. We're going to copy Rufus, and we're going to put him on the same drive. And we will run him from this drive. See if that makes any difference here. All right. So far, it doesn't make any difference. List drives, quick format. Really don't want to do a quick format or any of that. Okay, well, at least this changed a little bit. So we've got lots of different options here. But maybe no, we're not even getting this drive. It doesn't like being here. So let's take that one off. And back here and start it there. And it likes that a lot better. So let's get some of this stuff out of the way so that we can see. And we're kind of back where we were, although we do have other options here. What if we just choose one of these? We did get a start. Ah, now we're making some progress. So we'll, oh, you know, the difference was I was clicking the download here and I needed to click the select button. So that's what I wanted right there. Right? No, it's not responding. Okay. Probably should have had that on my other drive. Let's see if we can't just Control-Alt-Delete and get rid of that. Oh, he did come back. Let's turn it off. Rufus end task. There we go. Got that out of the way. So let's try again here. We're going to come back to this drive right here. And let's, as long as it took to copy it there, do we still have it in downloads? Yes. All right, so let's just take this drive right here. We'll do a quick format. All the data is going to be erased, that's fine. And then we will take Rufus off of my drive, and we'll take the Windows ISO off of my drive and put those together. So here is Rufus, and we're going to select, we're going to go to downloads, select the ISO. Funny things that can kind of jam you up, you know? Yeah, okay, so it's scanning the image. That bar ought to turn a color to let you know it's doing its thing. Okay, so now we've got a start here. Let's start the formatting operation. All right, remove the requirement for 4 gigs RAM and secure boot and TPM. We definitely want to do that. Excuse me. Lost my desktop captures. Hold on a second. Because I want you to see what I'm doing, and you probably didn't get to see it. Hang tight. There we go. For some reason, those just disappeared off the screen. All right, so we're in Rufus, and Rufus is on my solid state drive, and the ISO is on my solid state drive. They're not on the thumb drive. So I've started Rufus, and it says select. It has the drop down here, and I've been clicking the drop down instead of clicking the select button. So I clicked the select button, and that allowed me to select the Windows 11 24H2 ISO right here. And so it then says start, and so I started it, and so it did some sort of formatting here. And now I get to customize the Windows installation. And let me take a second here and just sharpen this so it's a little easier to see. It's not much better, but it'll be a little better. So we want to remove the requirements for 4 gigabytes of RAM, secure boot, and TPM 2.0. Well, definitely those two we want. Remove the requirement for an online Microsoft account. That's great. I like that. Disable data collection. That's okay. And so we're going to say okay. All data on the drive will be destroyed. Please continue. We'll say OK. So now we're doing something down here at the bottom. Tasks 1 of 12. So yeah, we're making some progress. Progress, he says. Progress. Now the question becomes, can we use this thumb drive on that PC and it will recognize it? We'll see. We'll see. All right, so we've got some ISO files. Come in. You don't often visit. Come say hi to all the folks. Dave's here. Come say hi to Dave. Dave, it's Sandy. Please tell Sandy to come say hi. All right, let's see. Dave said to disable BitLocker. Sandy, did you disable BitLocker? Okay. Not sure. What do we got here? All right, so we're copying the ISO files. We're up to 10%. Oh, Dave says hello. You want to come read it? I can put it up on the big screen so you can see it. Dave says, hello, Miss Sandy. Do I want you to go back out? No, I want you to come over here. Then leave you alone. She is the most modest woman. Just what you want for a lifetime spouse. Okay, so this is copying ISO files. We went from 10.4% to 10.5%. I don't think this is going to happen very quickly. We're still at 10.5%. Yeah, and I'm a little concerned that this drive is not going to be read by this other machine. So, and we are running out of time. We're going to give this 4 more minutes, and then I'm going to have to crash. Dave says modest equals sensible. She's sensible, all right. Yep. Yeah, Sandy, the whole thing crashed and burned pretty early on. I don't know whether it was the internet or what. Dave says, we are alone, methinks. Actually, there are two other viewers who are just being quiet about this whole thing. I mean, that's the way it is when you lose a stream. It's hard to get people back. All right, let's see how Rufus is doing. We're up to 11.2%. We'll give him another few minutes and see. Yep, oh, up to 13%. We're screaming now. Up to 13.8%. 14. At this rate, we'll be at 100% by supper time. So, golly gee. I had a feeling that this wouldn't go the way I wanted it to go. This was not the this was not where I thought we would end up. I thought we'd end up somewhere else, but failure is failure. I'm not talking to you. Okay. A Zoom call at 3:30. Okay. 2:30, 3:30. Okay. Got it. Well, we'll see. We could be here for the Zoom call. That would be fun. I'd have all sorts of cameras. All right, we're up to 24%. Let me bring that back up on the screen so that you guys can see. 25, 26. Down here at the bottom of the screen. In fact, let's see. Let's take this. We'll move it to the center. Let's see if we can't just make this just a little bit larger. Position. Yeah, there we go. So now we can see we're up to 32%. And we'll get that out of the way. You see what's on the screen, Sam?
Yeah.
It was on the screen again yesterday. Can't figure out how to change it. All right, 35%. Well, folks, I hate to do this, but we're going to have to stop this because I've run out of time. I have another engagement. But I will continue to let this run, and we'll bring it back next week. And yes, Dave, I believe that other than me, this is the world's largest rodent. Great, great. Well, I appreciate you guys. And sorry this didn't go the way we wanted it to, but we will try again. I promise. Take care.